Hello everyone, it's your host here, Dan the Man, bringing you Battlefield gameplay today. I kind of thought it'd be a good idea to kind of break out of what I'm normally used to, bring you something that maybe you guys want to see. I don't know. I hope that if maybe you guys don't want to see it, you can just kind of put up with it for this episode and kind of just enjoy the topic that I'm talking about. And the first thing I want to start off with, I don't like how people hate on Battlefield and Call of Duty. If you play one, you can definitely play the other, because that's what I do. I like both games. I'm a fan of both games. I understand why people play both games, because, I enjoy them. I enjoy both. I'm a first-person shooter fan, it's the way I am, I guess. Okay, so the topic I want to talk about today was just kind of experience that have happened to me right now, kind of in my life so far. I'm not that old, obviously, so I don't have all that great stories, but this one story I'm going to first talk about is kind of this fight, the first fight that I ever went to see, which is in grade 9 year. So, it first starts off, me and my friend heard about this fight for a week, And the funniest part about this whole fight, the two people that were fighting were best friends. So it's oh my, come on, right? But, so we're just oh yeah, we're gonna go to Little Caesars, right? Because that's where the fight goes on, is behind Little Caesars. And we're just yeah, we don't really, we're just going to Little Caesars not to watch the fight, wink wink, right? Just to make it seem like we're not watching the fight. But really, that's the reason we went, right? So, we're sitting in there with, buying our Little Caesars, and all we see is this whack of people just walk by. We're just oh, I wonder if the fight's starting now, right? So, so they're right there, and we're just oh, okay, do you want to go back? I asked him, and then he basically asked me too, and I'm just yeah, I guess let's go back. We go back, and we're there looking. There's these two kids fighting, and there's this group of people recording the fight, and it's we're sitting back there, and it's just we're just saying, wow, this is the crappiest fight I've ever seen in my life. It wasn't even a good fight, so we don't even understand why you'd want to record that. But hey, it's not me that was recording, right? So we're sitting there. This other kid we knew came and sat right beside us, and we're just oh, hey, how's it going? I want a piece of pizza, right? So then, he was eating pizza with us, and then all we see, cops pull up. We're just oh no, we don't want that, right? Who the heck wants to get arrested? And that's all we're thinking, even though we weren't doing anything wrong, right? But we're just oh no. So we just book it out of there. You should have seen the amount of people that just booked it out of there. There was actually a ridiculous amount. It was holy crap. It was ridiculous. Everyone just books it out. The cops are just honking their horns, and then my friend just yells at me, hey, stop running. So we're just trying to walk all casual, right, as if we weren't even doing it. So we get back to the school. Me and my friend are just on the wall in our school, just don't want them come get us, even though how they even know it's us, right? Come on, right? So I don't know why we were so scared, but we were, right? So it was a pretty funny time though. But hey, it's that's school for you though, right? It's always funny. Those fights are just, they crack me up a lot, So the next story I want to talk about was kind of more along the lines of drugs at school. Me personally, I've never done drugs. Don't plan on doing drugs. I like sports too much. I don't really want to. But there's always those kids that are doing drugs, and then there's just stuff that happens. So there's this kid who's in my one class, right? And he's, he does drugs, right? So he was talking to me in the first class, because I don't hate the kid. He's a fine kid, whatever, right? I'm not going to hang out with him, but it doesn't really matter to me. So he was talking to me, and you know, about this kid, and I was just like not even listening, just like, yeah, whatever, whatever, right? So, but then and then I was walking home, right? I was walking to Tim Hortons to get picked up in the morning or after school, and all the kid talks to me is just like, "Hey, we're gonna get him," and I was like, "Okay, whatever." I just continued walking, didn't even listen. I look over back at the school from the Tim Hortons because right across the road. I look over, there's this kid, jumps right out, punches this kid in the back of the head. Cars are coming on, honking their horns, and then the kids start fighting out right across the road, and I'm just like, what the heck's going on here, you know? So I was just like, what? That's crazy. And the weirdest part about the whole thing, I don't even live in a big town. Like the town I live in isn't even that big. The amount of violence we have is it's just crazy. Like, so I'm just there, and I'm just like, what the heck do I do? These cars are honking. This guy jumps out of this other car, tries to break them up. The kids start fighting the other kid that tries to break it up, and I'm just like, what the? You know, I don't even know what to do. I'm just paralyzed there. And then all the kid just like runs across the road, right beside me, and just starts walking, crying. He's crying, like right there. And I'm just like, what? You're the guy that like started the fight and you're crying? It's just like, wow, it's just sad, you know? Like, but it's kind of, it's kind of the way my school is. Fairly sketchy. Fairly sketchy school. It's what you get for going to school with a lot of rednecks, eh? But, so, that's kind of the two stories I was going to talk about today. The only other thing I was trying to talk about was just, you guys have heard a lot of rumors about like Battlefield 4, and I was just kind of wondering if any of you guys were thinking of getting it, because you know I might get it, I might not, I probably will. I don't know, because I like Battlefield 3 quite a bit, so you know I probably will. But I was just wondering if you are, if you are, hey, you know, leave a comment down below. And if you could, please subscribe. Hit the subscribe button up below at the top of you know, my channel. And there will also be an annotation on the screen. You can it would really help me out. Also to like, subscribe, and get other people just to come in. You know, get other people to this channel. So thank you guys for watching, and I'm hoping that you have just a wonderful day. So, oh, and I also hope that you guys also enjoy this. If you have, please leave a yes. I enjoyed it, you know? And if you haven't, well, hey, I want to hear that too. I want to hear that if you didn't enjoy it, that's fine, right? So, you know, thank you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you.